Good, happy Sunday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Politics, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's get started. First up, Sununu says Trump was wrong to call New Hampshire drug-infested den. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Adam Sexton.
This is Axe body spray. Use it to stay fresh all day. And this is Axe dry spray. Use it to stay dry for 48 hours. Why are you touching?
In a transcript of a January phone call with the president of Mexico, obtained and published by the Washington Post, President Trump said, quote, "I won New Hampshire because New Hampshire is a drug-infested den." Sitting down for close-up, Governor Chris Sununu says Trump is wrong.
You know, we know the president has a tendency to speak in hyperbole and tweet things out and all that stuff, but you can't go out and just cast this kind of misconception aspersion upon the entire state.
3 members of New Hampshire's all-Democratic congressional delegation went on camera Thursday, going much further than the governor, calling the remark an insult and a slap in the face. The governor says he is still a solid supporter of this administration.
I know you like to keep an even keel about this kind of stuff, but do you take offense to this? This is the President of the United States describing your home state this way.
Of course. It's look, again, when you have the fastest growing economy, all the great things that we have with our travel and tourism, the fact that we are still the best state in the country to live and work and raise a family, you know, the mischaracterization of words like that, there's no place for it.
Sununu's strategy for coexisting with Trump was obviously effective in 2016, as he was the only Republican to win a statewide race in New Hampshire. But it's unclear if it will continue to work as the controversies from the Trump White House continue to pile up.
Well, I think the Republicans are happy that it's 2017. I think if this were, August of 2018, it would have a lot more effect.
Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Governor Baker names 5 to pot board. Governor Charlie Baker on Friday appointed 5 members to the Massachusetts Cannabis Advisory Board, which will make recommendations to the Cannabis Control Commission on the regulations and taxation of marijuana. Trump assessors support for McMaster. President Donald Trump issued a statement of support Friday evening for National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster, who has come under fire from consecutive media outlets this week. Sessions vows review of media subpoenas aimed ramped up leak investigation. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
Comes to heartburn, it's the brand doctors trust. Nexium 24 Hour is the #1 choice of doctors and pharmacists for their own frequent heartburn and all-day, all-night protection. When it comes to heartburn, trust Nexium 24 Hour.
A show of force from the Director of National Intelligence and the United States Attorney General announcing their efforts so far to crack down on leakers following a series of embarrassing leaks that have hit Donald Trump and the national security apparatus, as well as the internal workings of the White House. Hi, everyone. I am Rick Klein, political director at ABC News, and I'm joined right now by Deputy Political Director Mary Alice Parks. And Mary Alice, I was watching this really with one central question. Is there any new policy here, or is this just demonstrating to President Trump that they're on the case?
You're exactly right. I kept listening for details about something new they might be doing, but I think you were right that this was more of a show of force. It was all of them standing up there to say that there are cops on this beat. We will find you was the message, and we will prosecute you to the full extent of the law. It was a show of force and a bunch of threats, frankly, from the nation's top law enforcement.
We did hear.
Okay, that's a little video of them talking about that report. Also, to touch note, Attorney General Jeff Sessions issued a warning Friday to members of the media, promising a review of the subpoena policy regarding leaks of classified information and characterizing the publication of such materials as an action that places lives at risk. And if you work in the media business, we want to hear from you. Let us know what you think about this. Comment below and let me know. In need of health insurance with no providers? Let's take a listen to this video from Matter of Fact with Solda O'Brien.
Founder of the Riverbank House Addiction Recovery Program for Men. Are you exhausted by addiction? Are you discouraged by expensive drug rehab programs that don't work? Do you have a loved one who continues to relapse after a standard 28-day program? I invite you to investigate the Riverbank House. The Riverbank House is a science and evidence-based approach to addiction recovery and offers the best possible solution. Visit our website, download our 4 guiding principles, and see that real recovery is possible.
The nation's insurance companies have until September 20th to either pull out of the Obamacare exchanges or commit to participating in 2018. So what do you do if you want health insurance, but there's nobody to buy a policy from? It's a very real problem for people in Nevada. 13 of the state's 16 counties, plus 1 independent city, will have no insurance plans offered. On January 1st, 8,000 people in Nevada will be left uncovered. Benefits for others will be cut back. Why? Insurance provider Prominence Health pulled out of the exchanges. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield reduced coverage to the remaining 3 counties, with Anthem calling the insurance market volatile. Heather Korbulik is executive director of the Silver State Health Insurance Exchange. Heather, nice to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
When the insurance provider pulled out, what exactly did they tell you as their rationale?
The insurance industry relies on understanding risk, and when they don't have an idea of what their risk is going to look like, and they don't understand if their cost-sharing reductions will be paid or if people will be incentivized to be buying insurance, it creates a certain uncertainty that insurance carriers just can't identify what the risk will be, and they get very unsteady and very uncomfortable.
Okay, that's a little bit of that video and that report. And that does it for Politics with Riley King. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you back here next Sunday for another edition of Politics with Riley King. Goodbye, everyone.